Welcome to GOS Media. I'm Alex Flores. The matriarch of a Midwest family was the widowed great-grandmother who was beloved by all. For 3 generations, her children, grandchildren, and now great-grandchildren simply loved when all the major holidays drew near. It was during those times they would explore the matriarch's attic, searching for decorations to adorn the house. More than just decorations, family members would find all kinds of treasures hidden in nook and crannies throughout the attic. Every item they found, Grandma would share the rich history of the family's past. And there was one item that Grandma made sure was discovered. This treasure was an unframed watercolor painting created by Grandpa so many years ago. Grandma would bring it into the light and point out the beautiful landscape, noting the color of the fields and mountains. She would tell the children about Grandpa's love and great insight into the world around him and all the trips they took looking for scenes to paint. The children always marveled at the stories, while Grandma wiped tears from her eyes. The grandchildren stared at the picture and were captivated by Grandma's story of how the painting came to be. As the room grew quiet, one of the grandchildren spoke up and said, "Why don't we bring the picture downstairs so we see it all the time?" The other children heartily agreed, and Grandma wondered why she hadn't thought of that herself. And so, they hurriedly went downstairs and leaned the painting against the pantry in the kitchen. After a couple days had passed, another of the grandchildren suggested they frame the painting and hang it on the wall. Everyone thought it was an excellent idea, so Grandma decided to make it an adventure and create memories for the children. She measured the picture, everyone jumped into the minivan, and they drove to the arts and crafts store to purchase the materials. Back home, Grandma gave each of the children a specific task. The older ones measured and cut the wood, the middle ones nailed the frame together and painted it, and the younger ones placed the painting into the frame and picked the hanging spot. And the spot they picked was the centerpiece of the house, over the mantel of the fireplace. A strange phenomenon began happening after the painting was hung. Every time the children went over, one of them would notice something new in the painting, which would lead to Grandma sharing more and more stories about hers and Grandpa's life together. More so, it caused Grandma to realize she had a great opportunity to start creating memories now for the children to share later with their own families. And this she did. You know, we live in a world that moves at 1,000,000 miles an hour. All too often, we ride that momentum towards 2 outcomes, getting rich and buying stuff. A life is more than money and trinkets that others will consume after we're gone. The grandma in our story realized the most important thing we can invest in others is our time. Not what we buy them, not how much money we give them, just time. And that brings us to today's grain of sugar. The greatest inheritance you can leave others is fond memories. We are certain our colony members have inherited fond memories. We also know they are out there creating fond memories. Why don't you share those memories and the stories behind them in the comments below? If you enjoy our videos, then please like, subscribe, and share with others. If you want to support our work, then become a colony member by joining us on Patreon or grab some merch from our website. Links are pinned below. On behalf of GOS Media, thanks for stopping by. I've been your host, Alex Flores.